Hello guys, and welcome to a new year. It's 2026, and this is going to be the very first video I'm going to be making in this year. Now, I hope last year was a good one for you. If it wasn't, then be hopeful in this new year. This year is probably going to be a good one for you guys, right? But definitely we have to put in the work. And just before we continue in this video to analyze the gold charts, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you've not followed us or joined our Telegram, we have a new Telegram channel we've created. Make sure to join the Telegram channel group so that way you stay up to date with whatever we have going on. This year, I have some plans and I have some things I'm thinking of doing, but let's see how it goes. So we're going to be analyzing the charts, right? So last week, I told you guys that we were going to be looking for price to come down into this level that we have right here. Okay, and as you can see, price came down into this level, but even came down low. And I remember I told you guys that price could actually even dip lower into this box we have down here, right? And as you can see, price came down close to that level and then began to give us the rejections that we needed from that point. Now, I've not gotten in on extra buys, so I'm just waiting to see what happens. So let's see. In this new week, what do we do? We're still going to stick to looking for buys, right? But let's do the top down analysis first of all, and I'm going to delete this for now. And so we'll start from the yearly time frame, right? Since we just stepped into a new year. So guys, let me hide this. Now looking at the yearly charts, we can clearly see that gold is extremely bullish, right? And one would actually be expecting that, okay, maybe gold might start to drop significantly, right? But gold doesn't really move like that, right? So we should still keep looking for buys. And like I told you last year, towards the close of the year, I told you how November and December closes would be a major determining factor on what's going to happen at the beginning of the new year, right, 2026. And looking at how it closed, we could expect that price could actually now continue in its bullishness, right, significantly, and probably price would get up to as high as 5,000 or even 5,500, and probably getting close to 6,000. And probably around that point we might now begin to see a major deep down, right? But also before that push up, we could see price come down a little to maybe 4124 level, and then from there probably continues in its bullishness, or it might not even come down to that point. It might just continue up as it already tried doing, right, before we start to see these rejections at the top in this new year candle, right? So let's go to the monthly time frame. Let's see what things are looking like there. Now on the monthly chart, we can clearly see the same thing. Gold is still very much bullish, but I don't like how the December month closed with a rejection below this particular level right here. All right, so I was really hoping that to close above it, but it closed below it. So but it's still very much bullish, so we could see price coming down to this level, 4199 level, and probably from there we'll start to see a rejection, right? 419 level or 4213 level, whichever one, 4177 level. This entire level right here, we could see rejections from that zone. So it's very possible, and like I said, price might as well not even come down to that point. So let's go down to the weekly. Now looking at the weekly, we can still see that gold is still very much bullish, but you can see this last week closed with a major rejection, and that's quite troubling because it's giving us the indication like gold might want to actually drop even some more, right? It is overall bullish, but it might want to drop some more, and I don't like that because I have some entries, still have some entries around here that I'm still holding, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't take us out rather at break even. So let's see. um so gold could, like I said, could actually come down lower, and looking at this level we have here, gold could come down to 4218 level, or even 4196 level, 4196 level, right? And then we could start seeing rejections from that zone. That's very possible. So let's see, let's go to the daily. So on the daily, now I can bring back those lines up. We can see how gold created a new all-time high, right? Came back down to gave us a pullback down, and we're now beginning to see this whole choppy movement, right? So same thing I've been saying, we could expect gold to come down into probably this level, it might not sweep it, or it might decide to sweep it and come down into this box, and then we might start to see the push up from there, and that's not bad. Another thing that could also happen is, as the week opens, we might not even see any major pullback down. Gold could just start pushing up like that and then just go up. So that's also a possibility. So, but the most important thing is gold is still very much bullish, and we're going to stick to looking for buys, right? And I know some people are going to be looking to catch some sales. That's very possible. So, but we're going to stick to looking for buys. So now, another thing we could take into serious consideration is the fib level, right? So if you were to draw a fib level from here to this point, we can see that the 50% fib is right here, and that somehow is close to this trend line we have down there, this base of the channel, right, that we have right there. So there's a possibility for price to even come down into that particular zone, right? So let me delete this fib level so you see things clearly. So you see now, so the 50% fib is somewhere around here, right? So we could see price come down even into this level, and then from there, and like if you remember when we were looking at the weekly or the monthly, I told you about this level 4 to something. I mentioned it, right? And as you can see, it's same level, right? So price could actually come down into this level, and then we start seeing rejection. So we could wait for that. Like I said, you could try and catch the sells, right? But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be waiting. If price gets into this level, I start to see the rejections and the formations that I want. And once I see the opportunity to get in and add more positions for my buys, I'm going to get in again and then ride the buys upwards, right? So let's just see how it goes. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what things are looking like there. Now we're seeing things clearer now, better. Okay, so as you can see, gold has been moving sideways here, and now what happens within this box is now very important, right? Because if gold breaks above, then it probably will continue upwards, and if gold breaks below, it might drop significantly, or probably just drop down to this point that we're looking at, and then from there we could actually get in for our buys, right? So these are the different scenarios that we have. So, but overall, I'm patiently waiting for the buying opportunities, right? And if you look here, you see that this is somewhat of a inverse heads and shoulders that seems to be forming. Now, the moment price breaks it above, it now gives us a perfect, formation, right, for that setup. So let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, we're still sticking to looking for the buying opportunities. I'm not sure there's really any need for me to go down to the 1 hour, but let me just go there just in case. So good, still the same thing. So we're just going to be waiting to see what happens then. I'm going to be waiting to see what happens. Things are looking quite okay. Go back to the 4 hour. So I think that's just that. So we just wait now. Is either gold just continues in its bullishness, just pushes up as the week opened, breaks above this entire level right here, and then you look for your opportunities from there, or you probably would wait for price to come down, sell downwards, and then probably wait for opportunities for within from around this zone right here, and then you can get in for buys. I just hope that gold doesn't tank even further down and take me out of the trade I'm still holding. So that's just it. So let's see how it goes, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful trading week, and don't forget to subscribe and ask questions in the comments, and join the Telegram group join our Telegram group, right? The link is in the bio somewhere. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and this year is going to be a wonderful year. Like